My first time on campus was amazing. I felt like I knew this place and I've been here long ago.
I wanted a school that had the resources to back up the promises that they made to their students.
I just really wanted to go to St. Thomas because it resonates with my Catholic values.
I just remember running into my house and telling my parents, like, I get to go to St. Thomas.
I come from a single parent household, so once we figured out that it's not just coming out of her pocket and like I won't just have to be working throughout college necessarily, it was a weight lifted.
It's really what made this college a viable option for me. And it's been really wonderful to be able to receive this generosity. I don't think I would have done half as well as I have today at other colleges.
Everything I've been able to do at this school now for the last 3 and some years is because I originally got that scholarship. Otherwise, I would not have been able to attend.
I graduate in 2025, and I will be the first official person in my family to graduate college, and so it's life-changing.
It has definitely meant so much regarding ease and where I'm able to put my mental and emotional energy. As much as I love being involved and I love connecting with the community, it's so hard to do so when I'm constantly worried about, can I even stay here?
Being able to have that extra time to not always have to feel like I need to be working or picking up shifts, but instead being able to invest more time into opportunities that'll build my resume for grad school was super crucial.
I want to be a better person because of this, and I want to touch people's lives the way the family who provided me the scholarship touched mine.
I'm going to be an intern in the criminal division at the U.S. Attorney's Office, and that's a volunteer internship, so the scholarship has really opened up opportunities to participate in experiences like that.
It just feels great to feel somebody believe in me from the start and back me up all throughout my college journey.
I've been in Catholic schools my whole life, and my family is really religious. I am too, but when I came here at St. Thomas, I didn't realize how my faith would increase so much in a year.
It allowed me to grow as a person, to learn a lot of things about myself that I didn't know I could do.
Coming to St. Thomas, meeting a lot of international students, being able to be involved with professors that have worked all over the world, it made me think on a larger scale. It just made me want to be a bigger, better version of myself.
I knew I wanted to change the world, I wanted to make a difference, but I wasn't sure if I was good enough. And here I can genuinely look in the camera and say that I want to change the world and not be shy about that.
I will be working at a biomedical company next year, and I am very excited to use my knowledge that I gained here at St. Thomas to make a difference in the world, and I want to make an impact on as many lives as I can.
I'm originally from Sierra Leone. It just means the world to me that I'm able to go to school and learn and also be able to take that back to my home country and also here in the United States and find ways that I can help the BIPOC community and people back home as well in third world countries.
Their money is doing something great in my life. It's going to a place where I know deep in my heart that I'm going to pay that forward.
I almost don't feel as though I can say enough, that I wrote enough, or that I'm grateful enough, and it's just sort of an endless sort of gratitude.
The number one word I'd use to describe my scholarship is empowering.
It gives me the opportunity to be here.
Change.
Hopeful.
Promise. Inspiring.
Appreciation.
Every day I try to remind myself that it's a blessing to be here and it's not by accident, and to take advantage of everything that I can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me afford St. Thomas and making my dream come true.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our annual celebration of scholarships at St. Thomas. We have brought together many students who have received a scholarship and donors who have been so generous in support of scholarships. My name is Ava Bro. I am a sophomore pursuing a major in psychology with the goal of becoming a speech pathologist. I am the recipient of the class of 1975 endowed scholarship. Receiving this scholarship has helped me focus more on my academics and has allowed me the opportunity to join more clubs and activities since the cost of tuition is at the back of my mind. It has boosted my confidence in the goals I am able to accomplish at St. Thomas because I know that St. Thomas sees a bright future for me. It has also given me the assurance in my abilities as a human and a friend on campus to be able to share my love for St. Thomas and that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. As your MC for the afternoon, let me share what is ahead. We will start with lunch, and then we will hear from President Rob Fischer, followed by Lisa Anderson, who will share her perspective as a donor to scholarships. Then we will hear from 2 students who share what scholarships have meant for them and their families. I would like to give a special welcome to members of the Finn Legacy Society who are with us today. The Finn Legacy Society was established to recognize supporters who have generously included gifts to the University of St. Thomas in their estate plans. Finn members who are here, please stand so we can give you a round of applause. There are many options for philanthropy that are available through estate planning. If this is something you want to learn more about, please visit Jason Watt and Bill Hickey. They are standing over there. And they are extremely knowledgeable about the different ways donors can leave a legacy. As we start lunch, I would like to invite Father Chris Collins to bless our gathering and our meal.
Thank you so much. It is a great privilege to be here, and actually having watched that video, I thought that probably is the prayer. I don't want to botch that, okay? That says it all those voices that we just heard from and the faces. And one little quick thought, though, that occurs to me, we are working a bit more across the campus on questions of vocation. And how do you weave in that question of what is my pathway forward, which starts with who am I? And what are the gifts that have been given to me? And how might I put those gifts to use in the world, especially for those who most need to receive those gifts? That's a conversation that's being kind of woven into all parts of the campus life, and it also is an opportunity for people, even, Jim, you're at a part of a program called The Next Chapter, just a little plug here, for those in the ballpark of retirement. And they do the exact same thing nearing the end of a career, asking those same kind of questions. Who am I at this point? What's my identity? What's my fundamental identity? Beloved child of God, ultimately. And what are the gifts that I do have, and how do I want to put those gifts to use for the sake of the world? And it just strikes me that this is a beautiful opportunity for all of us to kind of appreciate that and to have conversations across generations as well, because we are all on that same journey, reflecting constantly on who am I at this point in my life. What are the gifts that have been given to me? That gratitude, how will it move me out of myself to be of service to others? And so let's just thank God for this chance to be together and ask God to bless the food that we're about to receive. So Lord, we thank you for drawing us together into your friendship and into friendship with one another. We thank you for the missions that you have entrusted to us to make your love known in the world. And we ask your blessing upon the food that we're about to receive and all those who have prepared it, and also those who go without. Keep us ever attentive to their needs. And bless our conversation, and above all, help us to be filled up with gratitude for the many gifts in our lives today. We pray this in your name. Amen. Bon appetit.
Something to know about me is that I am a first-generation college student. Anyone who has navigated the college application process or helped someone do that knows that it is a complicated experience, and for first-gen college students, we are either doing it ourselves or figuring it out alongside our family. Having a scholarship to support tuition at St. Thomas reduced the financial barrier and has given me the greatest opportunity of pursuing a degree from my favorite university. To start our program, I would like to invite President Rob Fischer to the podium. He is in his second year as president, and prior to that, he was dean of the St. Thomas School of Law. Please welcome President Fischer.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. This is one of the most important gatherings that we have during our academic year at St. Thomas. I want to just briefly offer a word of gratitude to our donors here and a word of encouragement to our students here. One of the great blessings of being in this position is I get to spend time building relationships and learning the stories of our many donors at St. Thomas. We've got a very strong culture of philanthropy. And when you're not close to it, it can seem sort of impersonal. It just is what it is. That's just how it exists. We just have strong philanthropy at St. Thomas, as though there's some magic money tree that grows on campus. And I can assure you I've looked for it. There is not a magic money tree on campus. What we have are hundreds of actual men and women and families who have decided to invest in the future by impacting the lives of real students and those students' families and those students' communities. And that is such a great blessing for us, and this lunch is a reminder. These are decisions made by real people that have an impact that extends much further into the future than any of us can see. I know this firsthand because I benefited from scholarship when I was in college. Growing up, my mom was not in a position to be saving money for college, so I went to college because of the generosity of a man named Patrick Taylor, who I had never met, but he had established a scholarship program at the university I attended. And as I look back all those years ago, like many of you, you can trace on so many different levels how that college experience, how that access to education changed your life in so many powerful ways. And so, first, I express gratitude to everyone in here who has helped make St. Thomas possible for the students who are sitting with us today. Now, a note of encouragement for our students. As I said, I didn't know Patrick Taylor when I was able to receive the scholarship that made it possible for me to attend university. I got to meet him once, and we didn't have an annual program or a luncheon where we all ate together. It was just at a reception that he was attending, and he had been successful in the oil industry, and he was a philanthropist now, and he was a very imposing figure, and I got to meet him and spend maybe 10 minutes with him. And my takeaway from that experience was he was excited to meet me. Right now, I was a 19-year-old kid who was not very confident. I was nervous every class that I was going to get called on and say something dumb and look foolish. I didn't know what I was going to do after college. I wasn't sure of myself. And this business leader was excited to meet me. And so for the students who are sitting here today, I don't know how this year has been for you. I don't know what challenges you've had to overcome. There might have been some days where doubts were screaming loudly in your ear. Maybe some days where you weren't even sure if you believed in yourself. As you look around this room, I want it to implant forever in your mind. There are real people who believe in you. Investment in scholarship aid, it's not an arm's length transaction. The donors we have, it's not that they couldn't think of other things they could do with their money. They're not doing it for the recognition. They're doing it because they believe in you. You are loved. Your life has purpose. Your work has meaning. And you have been uniquely gifted to make irreplaceable contributions to our world. Let this gathering and the men and women you see sitting across from you be a resounding affirmation of that truth. And be encouraged. Now, one of our donors who's been such an encouragement to so many, we have the opportunity to hear from her. And Lisa Anderson, like me, does not like long introductions, so I'm going to keep it short. But Lisa has been Lisa has been investing in student scholarships at St. Thomas for many years. She's a strong proponent of the Catholic values that we represent at St. Thomas and invests in alignment with those values in ways that touch lives, families, and communities for generations to come. Please join me in welcoming Lisa Anderson.
So first of all, I have to thank Rob Fischer for being such an inspiring leader of this institution. He makes this job look a lot easier than it really is. I also want to thank all the staff that worked behind the scenes to put this together. I've gotten a little peek into that kind of thing, and there's a lot of details to go into this, so thank all of you that are behind the scenes. And lastly, I have to thank Joe Plant from Advancement. Joe knows I'm not a huge fan of public speaking, but Joe is always thinking about my personal growth and development. So he asked me to speak in a way where I couldn't refuse. So my name is Lisa Anderson, but I have nothing to do with this Anderson in this building. However, my maiden name is Schenecker, and I am from that Schenecker family. I've been involved with St. Thomas for over 25 years in various volunteer capacities, and I'm currently on the board of trustees, and my husband and I are scholarship donors. My dad, Guy Schenecker, was on the board for over 30 years, and he supported St. Thomas with scholarships as well as a few other things. So we have a long family history with St. Thomas and with scholarships. So why do we support scholarships, and why St. Thomas in particular? Here's what my dad would have said about scholarships. My dad believed in education like nothing else, and he would say, an education is one of the only things you can help provide for someone that no one can ever take away from them. That's pretty powerful. He also would have said a college education allows a person to achieve a better life for themselves and their family. And equally important, it allows them to deal much more effectively with change and with the inevitable challenges that will come up in their lives. That's what he would have said. In addition, I think scholarships are one of the most meaningful and lasting ways to use your money because of what I call the multiplier effect. So when you provide scholarship funds, you help someone achieve a better life. Not just because it prepares them for a good job. We have the data to know St. Thomas gives you a return on investment in terms of a job. We have that data. But also because it enhances a life in so many other ways. For instance, recent studies have found that when you control for other demographic factors, grads have better physical health in the course of their lifetime, greater job satisfaction. They are more likely to volunteer, and they are more likely to give to charity. So that's pretty wonderful. And that's the first impact of a scholarship donation. So what is the multiplier effect? Well, a St. Thomas education allows graduates to impact the lives of many others in meaningful ways. A St. Thomas graduate might become a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, an engineer. They might start a business that employs a lot of people. This education then allowed them to live their life in a way that maximized their talents and therefore maximize their impact on their fellow human beings. So now your scholarship donation has impacted more lives. That's a multiplier effect. The second multiplier effect is the example scholars set for those around them by achieving their education. If they are first generation, It might allow other family members to dream bigger because they realize that a degree might be possible for them as well. Family members in successive generations will recalibrate their dreams based on the new possibilities this kind of education allows. Now we have generational change. Beyond their own family, their example might help others in their church or their local community realize that they too might be able to achieve a college education. That's an additional multiplier effect. That's a lot of bang for your buck. But why St. Thomas? Well, you might be an alum and you want to express your gratitude for your own St. Thomas experience. That's a good reason. But there are other reasons as well. As someone who's spent a great deal of time here, I can tell you this is a really special place. It is, in my opinion, one of the most special places in the state. And it has contributed greatly to the vitality of this local region. The ethos of this place, at its heart, is a culture of respect and caring, and simultaneously a culture of innovation and ambition. St. Thomas nurtures students in their journey to find their purpose in an environment that is both supportive and challenging. Staff here deal with the whole student. They are constantly considering students' spiritual and emotional growth alongside their intellectual development. Students can find the support they need while learning the resilience to tackle new challenges. This is exactly the environment every parent hopes for when they send their child to college. The Catholic intellectual tradition says that we are all meant to discover our talents and use them for the common good. This is deeply, deeply embedded in the culture at St. Thomas, and it makes it a very special place and a great asset to the community. So scholarships matter, and they have never mattered more than now, when more students have greater financial need than ever before. St. Thomas continues to attract students, the current freshman class, second largest in history. But today's students come from more economically diverse backgrounds than ever before, and they need more financial assistance. So, in my mind, there is no higher intention or better place than supporting education through scholarships at this incredible institution. I want to thank all the donors here for your generosity. All of you. You truly are making an impact, and you are participating in the multiplier effect. You're making this a better community. Your funds are going to impact more people than you will ever know. And congratulations, too, to all the scholars here. Congratulations and good for you for all the hard work and persistence in achieving your education. 20 years from now, you'll appreciate the hard work you put into this education. Sometimes when you're in college, you have moments of wondering, is it worth it? Trust me when I tell you, 20 years from now, you'll look back and think, thank heavens I worked that hard and completed that degree. Maybe someday you'll be able to return the favor, and you'll be able to help support future students by contributing to a scholarship that you fund or partially fund. Lastly, I want to thank Joe again for helping me with my personal growth. I'm now available to speak on this topic anytime, anywhere. And now let me introduce you to someone you really came here to listen to, a student. Camila Barrios Hernandez.
Hello everyone, my name is Camila Barrios Hernandez. I am a junior at the University of St. Thomas and a Doherty Family College alumna. I am honored to speak today and want to thank Phil and Margie Soren, who established the Soren Family Annual Continuation Scholarship. Most importantly, I want to thank my family and my parents for supporting me today and coming to this special event. As an immigrant and first-generation college student, being on a stage like this is a testament to the incredible opportunities that higher education has provided me. I have found a great passion for academia that has grown stronger as I've journeyed through my pursuit of knowledge, and it is because of donors like the Sorens that I and many other students like me get to embark on this rewarding journey. I have been raised by the integrity of the Mexican immigrant experience, and it is through these principles that I have learned how to guide my vision for my future. Through my embodied experience, I faced firsthand the difficulties that arise in pursuing higher education as an under-resourced student. Latino students in American education system often do not get to walk through the same doors as their peers. I was not given the same resources and opportunities to prepare me for academic success. And through that, I was socialized to believe that academic and professional achievement was not an option for me. It was at the start of my journey in higher education at Doherty Family College where I found a team of faculty and staff who possessed the agency to invest in under-resourced students like me. Through them, I fostered a community of peers under similar circumstances, which allowed me to build meaningful relationships with them. With the support Doherty Family College gave, I also discovered my passion of seeking justice for immigrant rights through my pursuit of education. My circumstances, drive, and potential were recognized in the most meaningful way by DFC, through the Soren Family Annual Continuation Scholarship. It is their support that transformed my parents' sacrifices into a gift that allows me to follow my passions. After graduating from DFC with my associate's degree and transitioning into the four-year institution, I declared my major in Justice and Peace Studies and Political Science, where I am dedicated to use my knowledge and skills to pursue social justice and progressive change. I've engaged in meaningful courses that have expanded my worldview and provided me with the tools, such as the Circle of Praxis, to effectively analyze and address complex issues. I have participated in service learning programs such as Vision and Serve 901, where I had the opportunity to engage in community projects that addressed food insecurity, education equity, and poverty alleviation in Memphis, Tennessee. Through these programs, I collaborated with a fantastic team of students on initiatives that engage with the history, people, and culture of Memphis. I've also been able to partner with the Justice and Peace Studies Department to engage with Justice and Peace alumni in building a network between students and professionals, which aims to strengthen the connection within the Justice and Peace Studies community. I am proud of the person I've become, and I'm grateful for the caring commitment of those who have continued to support me on my academic journey. I am eager to see what students who are supported by the donors here today achieve in their academic and professional careers, including myself. We all deserve to be acknowledged and dignified for our hard work and academic success. So with that being said, it is through the generosity and support of you all that students like me are empowered to pursue and reach their full potential, to pursue their passions and reach their full potential. So thank you for recognizing that we are not just numbers, but people with visions and aspirations to learn and grow. Thank you for your commitment in closing the achievement gap between students and for your dedication to building a better future for us all. Thank you. So please help me welcome Benjamin Bates to the stage.
Good afternoon. I am honored to share a few words with you all this beautiful Thursday afternoon. My name is Benjamin Bates, and I am from Wausau, Wisconsin. I decided to attend St. Thomas not only because of our beautiful campus and excellent omelet bar, but because of the value put on a liberal arts education in light of the Catholic faith. As a senior here, I can confidently say I made an excellent choice when I chose St. Thomas. I grew up Catholic and knew I wanted my faith to be the foundation of my education and life after graduation. I'm a firm believer that due to its excellent faculty and staff, founding in Catholic intellectual tradition, and commitment to its convictions, that St. Thomas has not only given me a great education, but has prepared me to be an ethical leader and engaged community member after graduation. I will graduate in May with a degree in mechanical engineering, and I'm very excited to be pursuing a job in product management with Emerson in Shakopee. The great experience I have had at St. Thomas is not only due to my formal education, but due to the opportunities I've been blessed with outside the classroom. My first year here, I knew I wanted to make the most out of the opportunities available to build relationships and explore my interests outside of engineering. Specifically, I have been involved with Catholic Men's Leadership Group since my first year on campus, and I am now honored to lead the club as president. We meet weekly, we build strong connections, grow in our faith, and learn from incredible community members. I am also a cellist in the St. Thomas Orchestra, and have had the opportunity to play in various ensembles throughout my time here. Playing the cello is a way to be creative and to take a break from all the scary, spine-chilling calculations I face daily in class. It was a joke. I hope to continue music after graduation, as I plan to audition for a local orchestra. I also found my place on this campus through sport, as a member of the club rugby team and many intramural leagues. These extracurricular activities allow me to build a community of friends outside of academics and music, further strengthening my network of support on campus. Not to brag, but my team recently won the first annual engineering 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and we happened to beat our fellow professors in the championship. That was fun. There we go. I am incredibly thankful for having received the Samuel Payne Navy V-12 Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship has given me the ability to be more involved on campus, all while studying mechanical engineering and the important core requirements. I am excited to apply the skills and values that I have strengthened here into my life after graduation. Thinking back to the 18-year-old self that came here in 2020, I know that I have been changed for the better through my time here at St. Thomas. I've had the privilege to build relationships with others through being a team player at rugby, helping form young Catholic leaders in Catholic Men's Leadership, and creating beautiful music with the friends in the orchestra. The extent I was able to build community and participate in these activities would not have been possible without this scholarship. With that said, I am just one of many students that is grateful for having received a scholarship and for the opportunities it has allowed us to pursue across the university. There are many great student leaders and community members here that cannot do what they do without your support. On behalf of all the students at the University of St. Thomas, thank you to all the supporters of the scholarships. Thank you and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you all for being here today. Donors, you make a difference every day in the lives of students at St. Thomas. You inspire passion and you build confidence, and you also create opportunity for all the students here. My fellow students, as we depart, please make sure to show your gratitude with all the wonderful donors around you. And I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon. Thank you.